so good to have you again on the program Healthy Living with Blessing. Like I always say, health is wealth. Keep living healthy for you to live longer. Today we'll be talking about healthy eating habits. And my guest on this program is Mrs. Emurovwe Ololo Abeke. She is a health coach. Ma, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yes, we are talking about healthy eating habits. When you say healthy eating habits, are you talking about eating rice in the morning, beans and plantain in the afternoon, and maybe vegetable and yam for dinner? Is that what is a healthy eating habit?
Healthy eating habit simply means selecting your food consciously. It's not like you have put it like eating beans and dodo, rice in the morning. You select your food, the food that will appropriately that will be appropriate for your body in the morning, the food that will be appropriate for your body in the afternoon, the food that will be appropriate for your body in the evening. Because all these different foods, they have the different functions they perform at different times of the day. Because the day is divided into 24 hours, 8 hours. And these 8 hours, the body does different things. That is where what we call body clock comes in. So you have to eat to fit into this body clock. So you have to eat appropriate diet at the appropriate time. That is part of the healthy eating habits.
Okay. So how do one know about this healthy food? Because when you see food, for example, you can't just know that this food is healthy. So what are those things that will make you know that this food is healthy for me to eat?
Okay, there's what you call body clock. The body clock runs in 8 hours. Now, there are specific foods that you will eat according to each of the 8 hours. Now, those foods will determine how the food will work in tandem with your body. And that is how you also know which food is appropriate, which food is good for you. For example, you cannot eat rice in the morning. You can't eat rice, heavy food in the morning. Morning time is when you're supposed to eat light foods so that your bowels can move, so that you can remove stuff that have been there the day before. So for the body to move stuff, for you to eliminate waste from your body that is there from the previous day, you have to eat the food that will help the body to push the waste out of the body. And if you have to eat the food that will push the waste out of the body, metabolic waste, it must be light food, not rice, not eba, not starch and banget soup with imekbe, or yam and pepper soup and oil. No, you eat things like vegetable juice you drink
in the morning.
You blend dark green vegetable. You blend it. You blend and you take it as vegetable juice. Or if it is not smooth enough, you take it as vegetable smoothies. Now that will help your bowels to move, because morning time, according to the body clock, that is when the body does a lot of detox, removing waste out of the body. Then you can also take your fruits. You can also take your smoothies. Then you take plenty of water. Then although we are talking about healthy eating habits.
Yes.
Because you have to remove waste from your body, metabolic waste and all the other type of waste, you have to also do a little bit of exercise to push this waste out of the body.
Okay, talking about not eating rice in the morning, Nigeria today, let me say like 70–80% of Nigerians, their morning meal is rice. While some selected few, they eat eba in the morning. And they are used to this particular style of eating. So these persons, how can they now subject themselves to this eating habit you're talking about?
That is why it is actually called habits. You have to make a deliberate effort. Form it. We all have different habits. We have drinking habits. We have habits we form in schools. We have social habits. This is eating habits. So you have to make deliberate effort. You have to discipline yourself, especially when you know that you don't want to fall sick. Sickness is expensive. So when you remember that, you will make deliberate effort to take light breakfast. Now, the same amount you will use to buy, and eba, and even bread. Bread is not good for breakfast.
Oh, really?
Yes, bread is flour. Now you now take it with tea, with milk,
yes,
and sugar.
Thick tea.
Thick tea. Some will say thick, let it be as thick as akamu. No, you take vegetable juice or vegetable smoothies or smoothies itself or fruits to help your bowels move, to cleanse your body. Now you're thinking of the cost. Now let's cost it. How much is a loaf of bread? How much is one egg? If you have to fry it, the oil that goes with it. All you need to do is also buy 100 naira vegetable, that green. You blend it, and that is enough. And do you know it is very filling? How is it filling? When you blend the dark green vegetable, you don't filter it. You drink it with the raw fish, and it fills your body, fills you up, fills your stomach as if you've eaten Santana.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very filling. Very, very filling.
So, are you saying that that's what you do every morning?
I do it most of the time.
Okay.
Most of the time I do it. Not all mornings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and let me tell you.
So what are those food that are good for breakfast?
Yes. Okay, good. You take your vegetable smoothies, like I said, your vegetable juices, your smoothies, fruit smoothies. You also take oatmeal. Now we're in Delta State. You take akamu, and then there is this cassava meal, popo gari.
Okay.
You know, popo gari doesn't have starch. Starch have been extracted out of it.
Yes.
Now your popo gari, you can actually scatter it in water. It's like oat in a way. And then you can sweeten it, not with sugar, but with the natural sweetener, like what you call jaggery.
Okay.
Make it sweet. You know, use cold water. You take it. That's a very good breakfast. Then you take your oats.
Wow.
Yeah, you take your oats. We have oats. Then anything fried, like you can take your akamu, like say, okay, if I take akamu, am I supposed to take it with akara? Akara is fried? No. Just take your akamu like that. You can take it with moi moi. Okay. Moi moi is a steamed food. And how do you do the moi moi? Remember, we are trying to help the system to eliminate rubbish, the waste, metabolic waste from our body. So your moi moi, how do you do it? When you are making your moi moi, when you are washing your beans, you don't wash away the skin. You do your moi moi with the skin. You don't throw away the skin, because the skin is the fiber. Remember the vegetable juice you are taking. The vegetable juice, I told you, you blend it and you drink it with the raw fish. Now, the skin of the beans is raw fish. It's fiber. So you don't throw away. You just soak the beans. You blend it with your pepper and your seasoning, food seasoning.
You know, but it will be black if you don't take away those skin from it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the question is it the color you are eating or you want nutrient? That is why we are calling it healthy eating habits. Okay,
for some persons that have an ulcer, if they don't take the skin from the beans, they have complications.
Okay, let me answer that.
Yes.
Actually, I think it's a psychological thing. I used to have ulcer. it is not necessarily I think it is the way it was prepared. In Delta State, most people prepare their beans with akam, potash salt.
Okay.
So it is the way it is prepared. It is the way it is prepared. If you eat the skin, it's not going to pepper your chest or make you feel as if the upper part of your stomach is
burning.
Is burning. No. It will not. It depends what you added
when cooking it.
Why cooking it and how you cooked it.
Okay, because I've seen cases whereby this person actually removed the skin from the beans and she boiled it to eat rice or something. The next thing, stomach was on fire. So she was advised by a doctor to stop eating beans.
You said when she removed the skin?
Yes, she removed the skin. For like 5 years now, she don't even eat beans. So this kind of person now, you're not saying that eating, making moi moi,
yes,
you blend it with the skin, is better than
removing the skin, because the skin is fiber.
So for this kind of person that always have issue
with the skin
whenever she takes beans,
yes.
So what would this?
Okay, now we all know that today in the world, Nigeria in particular, we have GMO products, genetically modified organisms. Most of the food we eat, they are GMO foods. So now, most of these beans that are actually causing this problem, they are GMO products. They are grown with fertilizer, pesticide. They are loaded with chemicals. So if this person, remember we are talking about healthy?
Yes.
So we go to the market to look for the naturally grown beans. That is beans without
fertilizer,
without fertilizer, without any form of chemicals. How do you know that? When you go to the market, you see some beans, they are so fine. In fact, they are shining. You can't see any insect weave on them. But when you go to the market, you see one that has a little bit of insect, kokoro. Can kokoro perch on chemical? No. Those are the beans that are natural. So you buy them. The next question you're going to ask is, am I supposed to be eating kokoro? You buy the beans, remove the kokoro, cook the stuff, and you eat. As a woman or a man that is a cook, a chef, you can remove the kokoro. Kokoro means there are no chemicals. That is just what it means. So when you go to the market, tell the person that you're buying the beans from, say, I want the one where they not put chemical. They will bring it from under that beautiful one. The same thing goes for the vegetables. You go to the market, you want to, like now, you're supposed to take naturally grown, organic vegetables. Okay, let me give you an example. You go to the market, you want to buy ugu. See some ugu, they are very wild, very white. Yes. They are shining, no single spot on them. Go to the market, tell the woman, Mama, I want to buy the ugu when they not put chemical. Mama will remove the beautiful one. You will see those ugly ones at the bottom. She will bring them for you, and they are more expensive. You know why she kept them there?
No.
Because she has customers who know the value. And those ones, they are not as big as those beautiful wide ones, no single spot on them. Insects cannot perch on chemicals. So those are the natural ones.
Wow. All right, in case you are just joining us, it is Healthy Living. And today we are talking about healthy eating habits. And we have a coach. She's coaching us through on how to eat healthy. She is Mrs. Emurovwe Ololo Beke. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi, Tony Akinyemi is my name, and I've written about 20 books to date. More are in the offing. Out of the 20 published books, to my credit, 6 of them are on healthy living. And I want to recommend these resources to you, to access them either digitally online or to get your hard copies. For digital access, you can visit amazon.com or familabooks.com. And for physical copies, you can visit the Shepherd stores at 18 Shogunle Street, Abule Onigbagbo off Mobolaji Bankantoni Way between Eco Hospital and Sheraton Hotel Ikeja to obtain your copy. You can also contact the email address on the screen or the telephone number or send a WhatsApp message and you'll be guided as to where to get any of the copies. God bless you as you access these resources. They will inform you and the information will help to transform your health and that of your family as well as that of the people in your sphere of influence. God bless you and thank you.
Welcome back. You're still on the program Healthy Living. Yes, we are still talking about healthy eating habits. And before that break, my guest on the program, she said that you don't have to eat rice in the morning. You don't have to eat eba in the morning. You don't have to eat beans and plantain in the morning. You should be taking smoothie, vegetable juice and all that. So, you talk about eating habits. Now, are we going to draw a plan of how we eat in the morning, afternoon, and for dinner? Or how do one keep to these healthy eating habits?
Yes, you have to draw a plan and you follow this plan consciously. You make effort to follow this plan. And what is the plan made up of? You draw in your plan your breakfast,
Okay.
your lunch, your supper, the drinks you are going to take along with it, the snacks you are going to eat between the breakfast and the lunch, and the drinks and the snacks you are going to take between the lunch and the supper. If you want to snack, you are going to write it in the plan. How many times you are going to snack between breakfast and lunch? Because the truth is that some of us just cannot keep our mouths closed. We want to keep eating.
Like showing.
Yeah, we just like eating. So if you are one of those that you must just eat, you can't discipline your mouth, then eat right. Eat the right food that will not cause your health harm. So you put healthy snacks between your breakfast and the lunch. If you want to eat snacks 3 times between your breakfast and your lunch, put it there. Consciously and unconsciously, it will help you not to exceed that.
Okay, you just said healthy snacks. Which one is healthy snacks?
Healthy snacks are simple fruits. What is snacks? Something you eat just to fill in the gap. Can be fruit, can be apple, can be berry. Okay, in Delta State, we have avocado pear, we have guava, we have oranges, you have tangerine, you have grapefruits. But then grapefruit is not too good because it can interact so many drugs for those that are on drugs. Then you can take popo gari. Popo gari does not, it's not fattening. It's fiber. It's cassava fiber.
Yes.
You can take it, and there's a way they now do it in Delta State. They spice it up. I'm not talking of the spiced one. Okay. I'm talking of the plain popo gari. And then there is this thing in Delta State. They're called ikara. You know ikara?
With corn.
Yes, with corn. Now, you can snack with ikara, but why you engage the person that actually prepared ikara, tell the person not to include sugar. Okay. Because the last time I went to Delta State, the ikara I ate was so sweet. So I don't really know, except they use ripe plantain to sweeten it, then it is okay. But if it is sugar, no. So in your plan, you put all those things you are going to snack on. Then one of the things you must be very conscious of, remove sugar. Sugar. Remove it from your diet. Because sugar is the number one thing that causes, in fact, is the number one food that feeds anything that want to cause sickness in your body. Now, what are you going to use to replace sugar in all these things I'm talking about? You use jaggery. Jaggery is a natural sweetener. You use stevia. I usually don't tell people to go for honey. Because Nigeria, people dump things here. The honey they sell in the UK, for example, they will make for Nigeria. Not the same honey. They will adulterate it and send it to Nigeria. So most of the time that we see honey, they are not actually pure. But if you are very sure the honey you want to eat to sweeten whatever you want to eat, if you're sure it's pure honey, then go for it. Honey is actually very, very, very good. It's one of the best sweetener we have.
Okay, so now we've talked about breakfast.
Yeah.
So what kind of food we want to take for lunch and dinner?
Yeah, then for lunch, we take, in Delta State, we take plenty of starchy foods. We take plenty of banga soup. We take, periwinkle.
Owo soup is there.
Owo soup is so fattening. It's a no. Even for those people that are on the thin, not slim, thin side, you don't need it. Because there is what you call toffee. Thin outside, fat inside. Ogweri is a no. But when there are occasions, enjoy yourself. Of course, life is fun. Enjoy yourself, Then when you finish enjoying yourself, it's not every day. Every day is not a party. Every day is not marriage. Every day is not burial. Enjoy yourself. But when you are done with that, then you go back to your normal lunch. Now, what is the normal lunch? You eat your rice with your stew, no fries. Some people, if they don't fry the fish, they can't eat the stew. You don't fry your meat. You don't. In fact, once you are about 40, meat, no. Go for fish. Now, what about the children? They can eat meat. Many parents, especially with the mothers, will say, my children cannot eat fish except it is fried. It's the way you brought them up. You can re-engineer the taste. The way God created this body, all parts of the body have different lifespans. Our tongue have 14 days lifespan. By the time you start eating one thing every day, let's say you start eating bitter leaf today. Day 1, day 2, day 3, the bitter leaf will be bitter. Day 1, bitter leaf will be less bitter. Day 2, bitter leaf will be less bitter by day 4. By day 12, bitter leaf will be...
It will become normal.
Yeah, yes, exactly. So train your children and they will start eating, foods that you don't have fried fish and fried meat.
Okay, so what about the food for dinner?
For those of us that are over 40, you don't really need dinner. Go for vegetable salad and go for fruits. The best fruit you can actually have that is so filling. Coconut. It's oily. You eat it, it will swell in your stomach. And you feel full. And if you are somebody that is so hungry, maybe you do heavy duty jobs. Eat coconut with popo gari. Popo gari is filling. You see, we all the spreads for your belly like that. You go. Without you adding weight.
Okay, now, you've not talked about swallow. And swallow is part of us in Nigeria.
So let me go back to swallow.
When are we taking this swallow?
Yes, in the afternoon. Gari is actually good. Gari is a fermented food. But our people cannot do without starch. Starch is not good. Starch does not contain fiber. Gari contains fiber. Once in a while, yes, you can eat starch. But eat gari, eba. Eat eba. Then, because we eat plenty of banga soup, I want to advise us, we should learn to eat vegetable soup with our swallow. You can eat, you see this popo gari? You can turn it to swallow.
To swallow, yes.
You melt it and you mix it with psyllium husk. It will bind it together as a binder and you eat it as swallow. You can take cabbage fufu. There's what you call cabbage fufu. You blend it and there's a way you blend it. It's a class of its own. You blend it and you mix it with psyllium husk. But for those of us that don't have money to buy psyllium husk, what is psyllium husk? Psyllium husk is a fiber and it's also a binder. Me, I use starch as a binder at home. I'm in Lagos. I've been in Lagos for over 30 years. I use starch when I don't have money to buy psyllium husk. I use starch to bind my popo gari. I use it to bind my my cabbage, and garden egg. You blend it. Use it as swallow. Okay, I cannot do without banga. Banga soup is too good. Okay, then don't use the agric banga. Use the native one. Contains less oil. Then when you now finish cooking your banga, scoop the oil from top of it. Put plenty
when it's boiling.
Yes. Remove all the oil, the cholesterol. Then you now put plenty of efiri. It will reduce the cholesterol level of that banga soup. But as for ogweri soup, please and please, only on occasions that you need to eat that one. So with your banga soup, at least you have something that can tamper it down a little. Because some of us just cannot do without banga soup. Even us that are here in Lagos, we see banga soup. So this is how we do it. We put plenty of efiri, or we put bitter leaf. We don't wash the green out of the bitter leaf. We put the bitter leaf and the green inside. So the banga soup is actually a little bit bitter. You know? And there's this leaf you call hospital tufa.
Yes.
Yeah, hospital tufa. You now put it in the banga soup. It's sweet. Put plenty of it. It's a banga soup. Remove the oil from top of it.
Okay. So what about okra soup? Is it allowed?
Oh, very good. It contains a lot of iron. But you don't overcook the oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Emurovwe Ololo Abeke. Thank you so much. You are indeed a health coach. We have come to the end of this program, Healthy Living, and my guest has been Mrs. Emurovwe Ololo Abeke. Yes, no doubt you had a short time. And I believe that you have already written the kind of food you want to eat. Remember, no swallow in the morning. Has she broken your heart? No rice in the morning. Just try to do your best to make sure that you are eating healthy. Don't forget to call us on the numbers on your screen. And also, I'm expecting your call and your SMS for clarity. I am Blessing of Formia. We'll do it again next week for another interesting topic. Don't miss it.